Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Menowave Lounge, hot flashes and cool conversations. Today, we are talking with Anna Dannfelt, and she is such an amazing woman. I'm going to let her do her introduction because there's just so much to her, and I'm just so excited, and she says it's so much better than I am. So, welcome, Anna. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, and why you're here today.
Thank you. Short story, I'm a professional aromatherapist, actually a veteran aromatherapist, one of the pioneers of aromatherapy as we know it today. So I've been in the business since 1988 and everything. Aromatherapy is the base. I do a lot of things within aromatherapy. And at the moment, I'm working a lot with menopause because it's a big part of a lot of my friends' lives, my life. And it's a big thing for women to go through, and there are no answers, and there's so much confusion. And I really want to help and support and help women find a way through this labyrinth of not knowing what's going on. So that's why I am here. I am a care provider in the Menowave group. So
Yeah, the
yeah,
the
and I'm here
Menopause Women's
talking to
Support Group,
Robin.
the
Yes.
Menowave Women's Support Group, and that's how we know each other. I'm Coach Robin. I work with mindset and helping women to overcome menopause symptoms and on their journey through creating a healthy mindset and creating more balance in their life because we're living with menopause, so we may as well make friends with it. And that is also one of our topics today is how we flip the menopause switch. And both Anna and I were talking a little bit about what we're seeing out there in just the world today, not only just in the Facebook family group that we're both involved in as care providers, but just overall in general, we're just sensing this real negative underlying vibe that's been going on. Anna, tell me a little bit what you're seeing from what we've been talking about.
What I'm seeing, it's like before it was like, oh, menopause didn't exist, and what we knew about it was you went gray, boring, old, and disappeared and invisible. Basically, you could just go and die because there was no point to life after menopause. And then that was like our parents' generation, I think, with the last one. And we're very different, our generation. And I'm seeing today it's more like over over information, but all the information is geared toward problems. So it's like now there are 365 plus symptoms of menopause, as if it wasn't enough with the four we knew. And perimenopause, which I never heard about when until, recently. And now perimenopause starts at 30, basically. So all our lives we're in this. If we're not menstruating and having that problem, we are having menopausal journey problems from 30 until we die, which is more than half of our lives. And to me, this women start looking for problems. I hear them say, "Oh, look, my nail looks weird. Is this menopause?" It's like every single thing that happens to them after a certain age, they connect it to menopause. And I'm sorry, everything is not menopause. And menopause is not just this ugly and bad thing. And menopause is something that's going to happen to every single woman. It's not going to go away. There is no magic button or pill that will make it go away. But we can do so much to change the journey because if nature, she's perfection. If our mama created us this way to go through this, there was a reason. There is a reasoning behind it, and nobody is talking about that. Nobody is talking about the amazingness of the menopausal woman or the post-menopausal woman. And I would like to open that door and open that conversation and flip all this negativity and misery and pity partying that's going on all over the place.
Mm.
That's basically my take on it.
Well, I absolutely agree with so much that you just said because it's easy to fall into that place of negativity when you're having a hot flash or a mood swing or your body is not acting in the ways that you used to know your body even 5 or
Mm,
10 years ago, and now you feel like you're just this alien creature, and and your body is taken over. And so we have been through it. We understand it. And but what I want to say is it's easy to find the negative in it instead of flipping the switch and finding the positive. What is the positive? And I know that for myself, I can easily fall into a pity party or start complaining about my lifestyle or what my body's doing. But catching it and really questioning, where is that coming from? Why is it
Mm.
today that I'm feeling this way? And of course, you can go, okay, I have all these symptoms, but how you show up and handle it and how you meet it, there's the difference. That's the flip of the switch. Okay. You can cry, you can about it. But if you turn around and you flip that and you go, okay, I'm having a hot flash, I'm losing weight. That's my favorite thing. It's like, okay, I've just lost, lost weight, by sweating it off. Okay, great.
I love it. Love it.
And so, turning that into a positive. I mean, there are days when I ask myself, well, I can commiserate or I can look around me and go, where are my blessings today? Where's my gratitude at? And within like a minute of saying three things that I'm grateful for, right? My mood and my attitude and my mindset change.
You flip the
So
switch.
it flips the switch. How do you
You
flip the
flip the
switch?
switch. I flipped the brain fog
Flip the bit?
with a bit. How do I flip the switch? I must say that I don't need to flip switch very much because I'm crazy positive, and I know some friends said to me years and years and years ago, they said, "Oh my God, you're really the queen of positivity," because I found I grew up really harshly with a lot of abuse, all kinds of abuse and everywhere. And I was so scared and life was so horrible that I basically just wanted to die. And moving forward, I found my way of dealing with this and moving forward into the world was by flipping the switch, by looking at the positive all the time, because I was just seeing the negative and all these bad things that kept happening to me. And when I changed that mindset, other things started happening to me and I started dealing with things in another way. And in the beginning, it was like, oh, this is positive. This is not the problem. It's going to be fine. And over time, it just happened. And today, I don't notice so much negativity. I got this autoimmune disease and I have been really, really sick. And it's the first time in my entire 64 years that I have been to a doctor. I've never been to a doctor all my life, right? And suddenly I'm sick and I gain weight and it's this and that and one thing and another. And it was really harsh. And what carried me through that was this really deep sense of no, no, this is a momentary thing. I'm going somewhere. So I found out how to heal myself. I looked for everything to change it, to make it better. And I had no help for that because everybody says, oh, well, Hashimoto, tough shit, that's deal with it. And I just did this research and it sounds like, oh, I'm so strong, I'm so amazing. I'm not. I'm just really, really desperate to have a beautiful life. I'm desperate to be with my fantastic children and my grandchildren, to do beautiful things, to help support women and my clients, do make my perfumes, do my archery, all of these pretty things in life because my life wasn't pretty. I lived a not pretty life. I know what that looks like, and I refuse to go back there. And that's why with menopause, no, I changed lifestyle. You have a problem with this? Change your lifestyle. Change the way you eat, change the way you sleep, change the way you exercise, change the way you think, change the way you dress. Take care of yourself and make changes because you can't go live menopause the way you lived before because you're a different person. That's the beauty of it. You're turning into somebody new. You're turning into this magical goddess. Change. Do the change. Become her instead of fighting her and trying to stay the way you were when you were stressed out, superwoman doing everything for your family 10 years ago.
Yes, I
It's
so
just,
agree. I so agree. And it's the small things. And women can say, "Oh, you can say that because you're not living my life." Well, you're the only one that is living your life, and you get to make the choices. You get to make the changes. And even if it's just, one thing a day, like making a healthier choice for yourself, right? Maybe it's choosing to eat something, one healthy meal, or maybe it's choosing to go out and take a walk. The positivity attracts positivity. Negative attracts negative. So if you're stuck in your brain and you say, I can't do this because my body hurts and I'm feeling okay, yeah, we get it. Your body hurts. I understand body hurts and but I also understand that there are small things that you can do to start improving your life. And you're the only one that can make those changes. Okay. And it's okay to have bad days, but you also have to like take one step forward, two steps forward. And next thing you know, it gets a little easier and a little easier and a little easier. But ladies, I'm just saying that if you're part of this menopause women's support group, okay, and I'm just really going to address that right now because not all our listeners are part of it, but I would encourage, if you're not, go to the menopause women's support group and sign up. We have over something like 23,000 women that are on there. And so we have many, many ladies that have come from all over the world to come together in this group to support each other, to excuse me, to celebrate wins. Hmm, okay. We have over 23,000 women that are in this group, and they all come together because they're united with one thing in mind. They're in menopause. And so we need to uplift each other. We need to support each other. We need to share what's working for us and maybe find some new things that could work for us. There's a lot of wonderful, amazing care providers that if you're feeling stuck, oh my God, reach out to any one of us and we will be happy. We're not here to sell you anything. We're here because we genuinely care about who you are and what you're going through and what we can help you, even if it's in a small thing. Maybe it's a bigger thing. Maybe we can point you in a different direction. Maybe it's just listening. Maybe you just need somebody to listen to
This
you.
it's sisters.
It
It's
is.
oh sister, you're hurting sister. I can help you with this. I can
Mhm.
support you here. And then again, I think it's important not to always understand that we never know another person's story. So I have people saying to me, "Oh, you don't know how it is because you are always happy, you don't have any problems." And I'm like, seriously, just because I don't talk about it or, complain, I pull back when I have problems or I'm in a bad place and I focus on getting myself through it. But just because I don't talk about it doesn't mean that I don't go through bad times. I
Mhm.
go through bad times. It's just that nobody notices because they see what they want to see and they make these judgments. And I think that happens a lot amongst women too. We're feeling really bad. We tend to judge others that don't feel as bad because you do not understand because, right? And we
Mhm.
don't know that. We can't make that judgment about another woman. And I wanted to put in here because you were talking about the brain and the positive and negative. And actually, science, researched science, proven science shows that your brain will constantly show you more of what you are filling it
Mhm.
with and really search for that. So if you are filling your brain with that, I feel bad, it's terrible, menopause is horrible, that's what you're going to see everywhere over and over again. The same thing when you switch that flip and you start looking
Mhm.
for the positive things, then more of that will come into your life. And what's interesting is that research also shows that the women who flip the switch and have a more positive mindset around the menopause find solutions easier and they have 30 up to 30% less symptoms than women who go in the negative. So it's like when you want to buy a red car. You're thinking, oh, I'm going to buy a car, I'm going to buy a red car. And suddenly you see red cars everywhere. You didn't see red cars yesterday, but now they're all over the place because your mind has the focus red car. It's going to go, okay, red car, I'm going to show her red cars. And then you see red cars. And this is so beautiful how the brain functions, that we control our own brains, because the brains have no sense of what's going on out there. It just tries to give us and show us what it considers that we are basically asking for. Now, and if
Mm.
we want negativity, we're going to get that in spades.
Oh,
So just a
so
little
true.
thing I
So
wanted to say.
true. Absolutely so true. And I just would really encourage ladies to pay attention to what you're seeing. Okay, if you're seeing
I'm
negativity
thinking.
everywhere, you're hearing negativity, you're speaking it out, recognize that and flip that switch and put some positivity into your day by the words that you speak. You don't, it's just saying this thing. I used to say, I am healthy, wealthy, and wise. I'd be walking down the hall at work and I'd go, I'm healthy, wealthy, and wise. And immediately I could feel like, okay, I'm like a calmness came over
Ooh.
me. Like there was just like a different type of energy and vibe just by saying that. That used to be my little mantra. I'm healthy, wealthy, and wise today. And you can take it as far as you want. But I would encourage you, when you're feeling down, encourage somebody else, because when I'm focused on here, then I can't see what's going on out there. And there's
Mm.
a lot of women that are probably in worse spots than we ever thought we could ever be. And so, our gratitude. I caught myself the other day. I'm sitting here looking at a gorgeous 180-degree view of this beautiful beach, and I'm complaining to myself. And I just had to go, shame on me. Here I am sitting in the most gorgeous place and I'm complaining. Okay, so I had to catch myself and go, okay, I am grateful today because I get to be here. I am taken care of. I'm eating well. Um, I can find purpose. Okay, and I can do this. So, and that just flipped the switch for me. So whatever it is that flips the switch for you, get up, walk, get some fresh air, eat some good food, drink some water, stay hydrated, and see where your mental attitude, your mindset will switch and turn over and change. And you'll
And
see a big
journal.
difference.
Journal,
Journal.
always journal. Do your gratitude journal, because this is like a muscle. We need to train it. So if we've been in the negative for a long time, we need to retrain our positivity muscle, as it were. And a really great way to do that is to have a gratitude journal every evening. I'm grateful today for, I mean, it might be, it didn't rain. I mean, it doesn't matter. Something positive every day. And that list is going to get longer and longer and longer and longer. You can start doing bucket lists. I'd like to parachute. I'd like to pet a pony, whatever, just fun things, and go into this fun and games and excitement. You have 30 years ahead of you, if not more, because this I always say, and I'm going to say it today again. Menopause starts at 50, right? And you live normally, so you're fine till you're 80. So that's 30 years, right? Okay, now go 50 and then you go back 30 years. You
Mm.
were 20. These 30 years, how much happened in these years from 20 to now? And if you think about that, you have exactly the same amount of time ahead of you, it starts making sense that maybe we should flip the switch on menopause and get over it and get through it and get done with all of this boo hoo hoo and start embracing these next 30 years. I have a friend, when she was 80, she started with yoga. When she was 85, she started with trapeze. When she was 90, she started parachuting. And she said, I'm fine. And when I die, I'm going to die in a jump. I'm going to die in movement because I'm having so much fun. So ain't nothing stopping me. And she never teach that say I can't chew my food. I have arthritis or what is called, but still, I love life. She embraced life. So
Mhm.
this is the mindset you have to have. What do you want? Now we're looking at what do you not want? I don't want this and the plache, plache. What do you want? Then what it is that you do want. Menopause is not going to go away just like this. Nobody can take it away. There's no pill. So deal with that. So that aside. Now what? What do you want?
Mm.
What do you want with your future? What do you want in your life? Do you want a new lover if you're single? Do you want to go traveling? Do you want to get a new dress? What do you want? And
Mhm.
put your focus there because life is exciting. And those are long, those 3 decades that you have ahead of you. So embrace them, but you decide what your future is going to look like. And if it's only going to be shit and misery, that is what you're going to live in. And you're not going to do any 30 years because your system is never going to hold up for that because your nervous system will give up. It's
Yes.
as simple as that. So this is serious business. It's not just ha 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 and tra la la and oh, it's so easy. It's not so easy. It takes work. It takes um, concentration. You have to learn to understand the thoughts you have, what you actually think about. Like Robin just said, absolutely brilliant. Look at what kind of things you're noticing, because
Mhm.
that will be the ticket to what you are actually thinking in your brain, what you have programmed into your brain and nervous
Mhm.
system. And if you can reprogram your brain and your nervous system, because that's how it goes, a lot of your symptoms will go away or diminish. And I can guarantee that because I did that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. I I love what you just said because it's so true. And we are the only ones that can change how we view and see things in our life. So that's excellent. So be your own best coach. Coach yourself. Do your own self-talk.
Yes.
Find the affirmations that speak to you. Say them every day. Do your journaling. Do your, if you're stuck in menopause, okay, do the things that you need to do physically. Okay, if you need to see a doctor or if you need to take, different types of support, but check your mindset. Okay. And if you can't, if you're stuck, contact one of our care providers. Reach out to Anna, reach out to me. There's so many. Get to know us on in the group because we're there because we care, we've been there, and we just want to support you in any way that you need to be supported. So there you go. Now, I don't want to get too far off track because there was another subject that I wanted to talk about, and it kind of goes along with this, feeling this stress, that we go through every day because Anna is a aromatherapist and an amazing one. And I want her to talk a little bit about how stress and in aroma work together and what it does in our brain. So can you speak a little bit about that and what are some of the things that they can do to in aromatherapy way that can ease stress and bring us back into a positive mindset?
Sure. We were just talking about the nervous system and our nervous system, which it rules, right? It's the brain. So the essential oils, aromatherapy is huge. So we're just going to go into a bit about the essential oils. And the essential oils have a vibrational range that is, let's say, between here and here. And this vibrational range is exactly the same vibrational range as our nervous system when it is balanced and healthy. So, wherever you are, any essential oil will bring you in there. If you're too low, it'll bring you in there. If you're too high, so I have clients that sometimes they say, "Oh, I need more energy. Give me something stimulating." And I'm like, "I could give you something stimulating. You're going to go home and sleep because the oils are not going to override the balance you need because they are healing in nature. They're also natural, so they have a life force, a life energy. And only by smelling, we're not going to go into all the ways you can use essential oils, but I'd say to start off with, smell them. Go somewhere, smell oils, find out which one do you like. Because if you like it, it will always help you. If you're in a bad place or you feel stressed, you can literally take any essential oil and smell it deeply, straight from the bottle, acute, and feel that it will help to slow you down. Because, and this is really important to understand, it's not a scent. The scent is our perception. The molecules in the essential oils, they are so small that this is a system how they go in, right? So in our nose is the only place where the brain is sticking out from the skull, and it's the receptors. So these receptors are like keyholes, and the molecules in essential oils are like keys. So to keep it simple, so they actually literally, physically go into your brain and do their business with all of the systems. So emotion, memory, mindset, nervous system, hormones, everything. And it takes very, very little. So from there, it just goes through the blood-brain barrier, will go to every cell in your body, even if you're just inhaling, you're not even putting it on your skin.
Mm.
So don't underestimate the power of oil. So just to get you another picture of why you shouldn't underestimate this, this is, hang on, this is lavender flowers. Does it work there? This is
There.
lavender flower. This is one drop of lavender essential oil. One drop.
Wow.
One drop. Okay. So don't underestimate them. So this means that it's really easy to reach for an oil when things happen. Now, I need to put a little thing in here about quality. And so don't buy the online MLM because their whole thing is to sell as much as possible and the quality is not super high. Go to a shop where you can smell essential oils. And then either if they have a good, you can buy there, or you order from one of these online companies. I am working together with a company called Aromatics International, and I've chosen to work with them because they have really high quality oils. And I give that link to all my people because then I know that they can access perfect, high quality oils. And the thing is, I say, go to the shop, try out, and figure out which ones you like, and then go and order them from Aromatics. And if you use my link, they're going to take care of you like royalty because you're in, right?
Mm.
So this is a really good way to do it and find out what you like. Because if you're going to go in the book and, oh, this helps for this and this helps for that, it's a jungle. I
Yeah.
work with 300 oils. Okay. So yeah, find the oil you like and go for that. That will help you so far. When it comes to emotions, that will do so much for you. And all you need to do, you can just pop a drop on a tissue and you put it in your
Mm.
broth.
Yes.
You got
And
it all day wafting.
yes, in fact, I have clary sage and
Ooh, I
lavender
love her.
and a geranium. And I have this necklace, this bracelet right here. Okay. And this is lava rock. Okay. And it absorbs and holds the oils. And so I wear that on my wrist every day. And it's just amazing how it will change my mood. And so there's lots of different ways. Like Anna was saying, you can put it on a tissue and, put it close to you. But that is one of it's so cool how it happens. It immediately like releases this tension or the stress that you're going through. If you're like sitting in traffic ready to explode, grab your lavender, do this and go, okay, we're going to chill. We're going to get through this. Because, sitting in traffic is, the number one worst thing that we can do to ourselves. It's almost torturous, but that's a whole nother podcast that we'll talk
And that
about.
can build a lot of stress. So I'd say the three Robin just said, so good for you. I'd say the three must-haves for menopause is like lavender, geranium, clary sage, and you can mix and match them. Geranium takes care of the irritation. Lavender is all soothing and calming and all of that. And clary sage is so balancing and it also works with the hormone system. So these oils is a really good starter, and none of them are very pricey. So they're reasonably priced, so you can afford to actually have them. So I'd say that's a good place to start. Can I pop in, do a little promotion? Can I do a little
Yes,
promotion
yes,
here?
yes. You have some really great stuff that's coming up. Please share with us.
Yeah. So I've been doing master classes for aromatherapy for a while, and there's a big demand. So I've put together, creating a in-depth three-part workshop series about aromatherapy in menopause. So I go over theory, what are oils, how all of that functions, so you know what's going on. We talk about um, dosages, formulations, how to make perfumes, because you might as well make a perfume and, be de-stressed from that. And some different symptoms that we're going through in menopause. So there will be a three-part. Every part is 2 hours, and it will run. The first one runs the 9th of August, and then 3 consecutive Saturdays. So if you're interested and you want to know more, and there's a lot of information, right? Because I think if you want to really get into the essential oils, the more you know about them, the better you can take care of yourself, and the more choices you have to do stuff. And to be honest, it's like really fun. You can make your own lotion, you can make your own perfume, you got your little roll on there. People go, oh, that's lovely. What's that? Oh, yeah, I made my own perfume. There's so much beauty and fun in it. And while you're doing it, you're actually healing yourself,
Mhm.
soothing yourself, de-stressing yourself while you are doing the thing. So if you're interested, I will be putting it out in the group, but you see my name there. Just put my name in on Facebook or on Google. I'm the only person in the entire world with that name. So if you put that name in, you will find me wherever you put it. So I'm
Yes.
easy to find.
And we will also have all the links in the notes below. So feel free to reach out to her, reach out to me, go check out the Menowave support group, be a part of it, be a positive part of it, you know. Even if you're just kind of a scroller, stop every once in a while and compliment a lady that may be going through something because sometimes it just takes that one little positive note just to make somebody's day. So we that's what we do. We support women. Okay. So wow, Anna, this is so amazing. I just love this topic and we've covered so much and this is it can you give us any final thoughts, anything that we can leave with that's encouraging for our listeners?
Yeah, I'd say listen to yourself and don't just listen to the problems. Listen to what your body is telling you and understand that the menopause journey is our human chrysalis. The years it takes is about the same as it takes for every cell in your body to change. That's the menopause journey, a 7-10 year journey.
Mhm.
Every cell in your body changes. So you become a whole new person. So it's important to grow into this new person. And we don't do post-menopause, we do butterflies. So I'm a butterfly, and I think to understand that you're really turning into something amazing, see yourself as a queen. You are no longer a princess, you are now a queen, and you will always be a queen, or a shaman, or a wise woman, or a judge, or a leader, or whatever, energetically and spiritually, because this is a spiritual journey. It's
Mm,
not physical as we keep putting it. We have totally
mm,
forgotten and surpassed the whole idea of the spiritual journey of menopause. And I would like to bring us back to that because that's how we get through menopause and thrive.
mm. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you. I really love the analogy that we are mature women. We are queens. We
Mm.
have walked our road, and now we are wise and wiser women. And as wise women, we have so much to share and support and encourage and give our love and wisdom to other women. That is just, I love that. So
Mm.
that's the most amazing thought for the day. And I hope
Yeah.
everybody enjoyed our conversation and tune in next time to the Menowave Lounge, hot flashes and cool conversations.
Yay.
Magic fingers.